Mornings with Meg. Not that long ago, I began reading a book by the author Amanda Owen. And she was talking about how it's really difficult for women to receive. We're always giving, giving, giving. But when do we receive? And I was really intrigued by a term that she calls receptivity. And in essence, she defines it as a willingness to receive, an openness to receive. And it's really interesting because as the book goes on that I was reading, it talks about how women are always going, 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 and how our days are full of activities where the energy is being expended, where we have an energy output. So we get up in the morning, we get ourselves ready, we get the children ready, we might help our husband get ready, and then we go about our day. We're either dropping children off and possibly heading to work, or we have children at home, which we know is a constant flurry of activity. Taking care of their needs, errands to run. I mean, the list is endless. But one thing we know for sure is it is energy outgoing. And so Amanda Owen talks about a term called receptivity. And this is the opposite of an activity. It's when we do something where we gain energy from it. And I relate this to being a Christian woman because we go and go and go all day, always helping and fulfilling the needs of those whom we're responsible for, our children, and also those in our community, in our school community, our friendships, our family that we're helping. And unfortunately, I feel like it's a cultural norm for women to just constantly be in a state of activity because that's how you become successful and a good mom and a good wife, and that's how people admire you. And however, really couldn't be farther from the truth. Nobody can go and go and go, expending energy all day long, day after day, without burning out. That might be physical burnout, it could be emotional burnout, it could be spiritual burnout. When do we take time to just sit? Because we can. So this author talks about a receptivity, and she lists some examples. For instance, going for a walk, sitting and admiring flowers or nature in general, depending where you live, a body of water, listening to the waves come in. It could be reading a magazine. It could be taking a shower, sleep, taking a nap, anything that really gives you energy. For me, I like to read, I like to journal, and I do feel a little bit revived after I've done that. But in today's world, a lot of times it kind of seems like there's pressure just to be so productive, whether you are working outside the home, whether you're inside the home with children, taking care of all things that have to do with family and house, or doing all the above. But eventually, there's going to be some consequence. Negative consequence of some type of burnout. So when I was reading this book, I'm thinking, Christian women in general can use that time of receiving energy in a time of prayer. That we can be still and we can, in some shape or form, whether we're on the go and we want to just pause and look up in the middle of our errands and say, thank you, God. Thank you for the health that my children have, that we can be running these errands here or there. But really focusing in on what is one receptivity that realistically you'd be willing to do. I know when I think about it, there are times when my husband will work from home. And as nice as it is to have him around, there are days where I go, oh, you're working from home? I guess I can't sit down during lunch then and watch a little TV or do something, because he might think, and he's very supportive and understanding, but he might think, oh, is this what you do all day? We got to break that. We got to break that stereotype, especially for our own good. Again, as Christian women, what is one receptivity that you can realistically think of and commit to throughout your week to help your spiritual life grow, to give yourself some energy input, so that you are better able to go about all the activities that are needed because of the others that depend on you. Until next time, have a great day.